Hello everyone, welcome again. Thanks for joining our free online lesson. And for today's topic, I will be presented about PCB design and also something that related to our manufacturing process. Okay, PCB manufacturing. Right. So before I start, okay, so for those that, afternoon. So before I start, thanks CCW, right? So before I start, let's go to the introduction first. So what Fusion 360 offering? So in case you are really new with Fusion 360, basically Fusion 360 also offer a few add-ons. Okay, so for Fusion 360 extension, they will have a lot of things that also covered together. The first one, which is product design, simulation, manufacturing. This one is an advanced manufacturing, nesting and fabrication, additive build, product design and management. So this will be the groups that you are also able to subscribe when you already have the Fusion 360. Only on this one, only the extension for Fusion 360. Okay, so for product design is basically when you try to do 3D modeling, right? So in case that you need to do a rib or the web for your 3D modeling, so using this product design extension, so what you are able to do, you just need to use simple features by, for example, by clicking the line. Okay, for example, this case, you just do the line, create a line, and then suddenly all the web will be automatic generated. Okay, that will be the capability for product design. Instead of you need to do pattern one by one, okay, a lot of time that you need to consume. Okay, so in terms of simulation, so basic simulation already built in Fusion 360. But if you are looking for injection molding simulation, non-linear static, okay, or together with the thermal steady state, you also need to have this simulation extension for Fusion 360. Okay, and then this will be the data management, the managed extension. So you are able to do the workflow just same like workflow. Okay, let's jump to our objective for today. So basically for today, we are going to cover on how we are able to do schematic diagram, transfer to this kind of modeling, the PCB one. After we're done with this, we will do these 3D parts. Okay, so from schematic, we will just directly need to do a simple step to generate this PCB. Okay, first step, I will like to start from zero. Okay, so with a simple sample to easy understand. So in this case, I want to create a new one. I just need to go to here and then click on new electronic design. Okay, when you click on this new electronic design, they will have 4 options. Okay, so normally we will start with the new schematic. But if you are doing something that directly do the PCB, you can also do direct PCB. So when you click on new schematic, the interface will be changed to a schematic features at this top area. Okay, and then first step, we need to place a component. Okay, so if I want to place a component, I just need to look for the component in here. Okay, for example, the first component that I want to insert, which is the timer. Okay, look for a timer. So when you click on this timer, okay, some cases, Fusion 360, they only have a few components inside it. Okay, for example, I try to close first. Okay, as you can see in my screen, I have around 20,000 components, which this one is an auto update via Fusion 360 team. Okay, via Autodesk team. So in case if you want to add your own, you can also copy from the existing one and then add by your own. Okay, by default, you only have 1,000 components. To activate everything, okay, you can click on this Open Library Manager. Choose whatever that you want to activate. Okay, later you will see this will be the footprint, okay, together with the 3D modeling. Okay, so you just need to make sure that you tick on this in use. Okay, so in my case, I already tick everything, and then everything already appear in my libraries. Okay, so first step, I want to insert timer. So click on this timer, look for a timer. Okay, in this case, I want to use this kind of timer. Okay, and then this will be the schematic. The second symbols will be the PCB symbols, and then the third one will be the 3D modeling one. Okay, so just need to double click, put anywhere. So in case if you want to rotate, you can just easily use your right click. Okay, and then if you want to mirror, you can just easily click on your scroll. Okay, so there may be some delay for mirror. So in case you already completed with the first component, so if you want to continue, you just need to search whatever item that you require. So for my second systems resistor. Okay, so my second component, I will look for this resistor. So I will like to look for this object. Okay, so these libraries. So this will be the symbols, and this will be the 3D component. So double click. So this one, I will like to rotate it. 1, 2. Okay, no worries about the location. Later we can move the component. So when everything done, you can just place escape. So if you want to continue to add more electrical component like capacitor, okay, just try to search the item. Okay, try to spell the item that you want to insert. So this capacitor that I want to use. Okay, double click. And then this capacitor I want to insert here. Okay. Okay, and then another one will be at here. So that's how easy we just need to pick and place the component here. In case you want to add or edit the libraries, yeah, you can be done by using right click, edit capacitor. Okay, and then you can edit the symbols, edit the 3D models. So in case you already done with the inserting the symbols, okay, for example, here I try to insert more item. So one here and another one should be here. Okay, so after I'm done with creating these symbols, I can create the net. Okay, means the wire connection for this schematic. So in this case, I just try to draw at any location. So it's really easy to use using this Fusion 360 because you just need to click at start point and then directly go to the end point. So in case you want to change the direction, you can use right click. Just click. Okay, so the second one, in case I want to create something like this, so I can just directly click and click on the line. So it will auto connect. Okay, it will directly automatically make a symbol to join the wire. Okay, to join the schematic line. So you can continue creating all the line, just for example, just something like this. Click here first. Okay, and then directly click here. Okay, and then you can just do any setup that you require. Okay, for example, this one I want to move here first, go here and snap to here. Okay, so once everything done, so what can I do? Basically, I can just, give me a second. So once everything done, for example, like this. So once everything completed for your schematic, you need to go to the second process, which is transfer from this schematic to your PCB. So the step is very straightforward. So now, first step, I want to save first this one. Click save into my project folder that I already created. Click save. So in this top area, you will see they will have one button to switch from this schematic to PCB document. when you click on this PCB document, it will directly brings to here. Okay, in case when you already find out that your board is very small, then you can also directly click and delete the box. Okay, so this will be the line for your board. So later we can create our new board. So this one is not really hard. So because we just need to move and do the arrangement properly, okay, for our PCB. So in this case, I can just drag and move, okay, whatever object that I require here. Okay, something like this. Okay, make sure that you make it in a proper way. Do the proper arrangement for your parts. Okay, and then you will see that your object will be in the perfect condition. This one here, actually. Okay, so by default, they already have the root line here. So it means this object and this object are connected each other. In case you want to create your own root, making the manual root. So what you need to do, you can go to here. Okay, they will have one button as manual root. Root manual. So in this case, if I want to connect between this point to this point by using my, okay, so something like this, then I can do whatever shape that I require. Okay, and then connect between these two. So once already done for all, then you can just auto arrange everything. Okay, so for example, this one, I want to connect between this point to this point. I think this one is switch. Okay, so for here, and I can continue to do here. This one is an auto, then I can click first, later I can just directly move it. Okay, so that will be the option on how we are able to do the routing. Okay, in terms of after you done with this kind of process, so you want to create a board. So they will have option to create a board shape in here. Okay, whenever that you click on this board shape, okay, make sure that it will be in a closed loop before it cut. Okay, so in case they will have one circle or one hole in here for the board, so also I can make it as a hole here. It will automatically cut the hole. Okay, try to make it more complex for your PCB design. Okay, as long as your schematic, you make it in a real condition. So the schematic one, if you want to go back to your schematic, click here, switch to schematic document. So once you're already done with this process and you're already okay with this design, and you can just save again. So PCB2. So means these objects are linked between your schematic and PCB. Okay, so in case I want to make it a CNC program for this PCB, I need to push this PCB to a 3D model. So click on this push to 3D PCB. So just hit push. The software will help you to generate the 3D modeling for PCB. Okay, it will take time, depends on how big your drawing. So since my drawing is not too big, it will only need a few seconds. Okay, so this will be my PCB. You have the copper line here, So the copper wire here, and also the board here. So our objective for today basically is, after we're done with this, we want to do a CNC program for this kind of. So they will have a lot more setup that we need to do. Okay, so for example, these two items, I want to focus it, and then I want to make it a CNC program. Okay, so what I can do, basically, I can just hide a certain component that not require in here. So this one, the board will be the most important one. Okay, so for example, here the board first. I want to focus on the board first. Select everything, hide. So I want to focus in here first. Okay, so once I already focus on one item, you can change to manufacturer. So in this manufacturer, we are able to do a CNC program directly via to our model. So instead of we need to redo again, converting one by one, parts by parts. So now all in one process. Okay, so then the third procedure. Okay, in this case, if I want to do a setup, I just need to click setup. Okay, maybe I can change view much more interactive. This will be the better view. My top, and then okay, this view is my home. Okay, so let's do the setup. So this setup, we are going to setting either this one is using milling, mill turning, cutting, or adaptive. So this one I choose cutting, and the stock box is not at this big actually. Okay, so in case I want to make it a stock box, okay, from the solid. So then I can hit OK. No model selected. Okay, let me go again. Okay, this setup I just need to edit again. So select the model. Okay. So the tools will go start from this Z direction. So once you're already done, since this setting we already changed to cutting, so only cutting features we will see in here. So cutting is nothing much complex, so we just need to click 2D profiling. So choose whatever profile that we have the tools, set up the tools. This one don't have the proper tools. This one for cutting, right? So we don't have the right tools here. Okay, that's okay. I just try to see whatever that we have here. So basically, when you choose the tools here, they will have option to choose for your tools. We don't have the proper tools in my drawing. Okay, so this will be the idea on how we create. So basically, I try to give you the proper idea by using milling. Since I think my PC only have milling tools, so I just go to here, click the shape, click whatever shape that I require. Okay, and then extrude it. Okay, So in case I want to create a circle, okay, and then I also able to create the hole here. Okay, so from here, using the same process, so we just need to set up and then make it as a milling here. Okay, and sorry, my setup is not correct. So Z direction should be at the top area. So I need to move the orientation, select the Z to here. So Z should be from the top area. Okay, and then I just need to do, for example, I just want to do a 2D additive, choose the outer line and also the inner line. Okay, and then make here.